Hello and welcome. This is Detective Lazaria. I'm going to see if we can have a session with these 4 souls that lost their lives on March 16th, 1895 in England. So it is these souls that I'm looking for. There is a chance they can't put their full name, but they can probably clue in, maybe just even if it's partial of it, that's fine. Because I don't think that A1 is in that Spirit Talker app. But again, this is the young gentleman that did something heroic. But unfortunately, the heroicness didn't work out too well. He unfortunately lost his life with these 3. So again, we got this one right here. Apparently these 3 young ones were playing by a pond, and then unfortunately it was like a very cold time, so it was kind of thin iced, and they thought it was, walkable, but unfortunately it was not. Hold on, I got one more person. Hold on. One more. Okay, sorry. And this is the last one. Okay, so again, even though they can't probably put their full name and for some of them, even if they give us partial, that'll work too. So again, this is Detective Lazaria sharing the story of these 4 souls that lost their lives on March 16th, 1895. 3 little ones and a young gentleman. So I have here, which they have been using, an EMF meter. That is a way to confirm yes for yellow, orange or red for a strong yes. And then these clear balls, we call cat balls. It's just for the spirits to let us know you're confirming with whatever's happening or whatever I'm saying, or you just want to play with them and say hi, we're here. That's cool. We have 1 on the chair and 3 up here. All they do is light up for a little bit and then go back to this state. The lighting up lets us know that you're here or confirming. All you have to do that is tap the clear ball, wiggle it, or pick it up. One of those should do that, okay? So I'm going to demonstrate it for you little ones, okay? Including the gentleman. You just give these things a little bit of a tap, and a wiggle, and a wiggle, wiggle, and a wiggle, wiggle, and I don't know why it's not working. Okay, so as you can see, it was difficult. Hopefully that's easier. And then I just brought out my little stuffies. We have Oogie Boogie Woogie, the ghost stuffy, and then we have the little kitty cat stuffy. Because again, they were very young. I believe they were 2 little ones that were girls, and then maybe, I'm not sure if the other one was a male. Okay, well, again, there's an app called Spirit Talker that lets me hear from you, hopefully. You can tell me your name, what happened to you, what occurred, anything else. Yeah, and then to gain the energy that you need to use these, just take it from my lamp or the ceiling light. The light source is your energy. All right, here we go. And yes, I will include the links of these souls in the video description. And there is a little article that I will also share. Give me a second. So again, it is this one right here. So again, we got that man right here who was young. Again, it's a pond. And like these, even though they weren't related. Ooh, that's nice. Aww.
Tear.
I guess they could read this and be like, I remember. Oh, you would have been married. The young one would have been married. The young gentleman. Oh, that's even more sad. I didn't know about that. That's why you need to read every single line. So again, as the viewers were able to read your story, it seems like it was a very cold month, and it looks like the pond may have frozen over, and they probably were trying to play near or on it, and it just broke through. And because they were so young.
Agree.
Aw. So they agree what I just said? Okay, and then just so you guys can see, here's the young gentleman's headstone up close. Okay, here's the thing. I don't think your name is in the Spirit Talker at all. So I'm going to say it. Alfred, if you are here, I am telling your story. Your heroicness did not go unnoticed. Despite, these 3 little ones that you were trying to save, they didn't make it, but your heroicness was just as, it was the best thing you could have done. Because you tried. That's all you could have done. And you apparently don't know how to swim. So you put yourself out there and took your own risk of losing your life. And you knew that you were desperately trying to save them. Even though you knew that you could have also lost your life. So in my failed attempt, you did say desperate. I believe that was Alfred saying that. And again, the 3 little ones are right next to him, see? We have Alfred and the 3 little ones. Help me, aw.
Help me.
Is that what the little ones may have said to you as you were nearby? I do have a prayer. This right here. I can say it. I will definitely say it. A prayer for you, if that's what you need. But again, it could also be the things that the little one said. Help me, help me. Help me. And then again, he tied something around his body. He may put it on here and then went down to go and try to save him. But unfortunately, again, March 16th, 1895, those 4 did not make it. Sad face. Or as they put, tears. Or sorry, tear. So I'm going to go back to that Find a Grave page of all 4. Start with the Alfred. So Alfred, like I said, I don't think your name is in the Spirit Talker. So I'll just talk to you in general. I'm hoping that those 3 that you try to save do join you, since you are kind of...
Watch what I do.
Interesting. Okay. I can just picture him tying that object around his body. I don't know how far away he was to them, and then heading to the pond to desperately save those 3. And again, maybe it refers to watch what I do. Maybe he's trying to picture his heroicness to doing that. Unfortunately, I just don't see it.
I was so sick.
I mean, it almost seems like, Phoebe, are you here? Are you trying to say hi? I mean, I do have a white fluffy kitty cat that I added here for the little ones. I don't know if Phoebe's just saying, because again, she was very sick. I don't know if any of the little ones were sick. So, nurturing.
Nurturing.
Ah, okay, hold up. I mean, in that time, in the late 1800s, maybe one of them was sick and their mother was nurturing them back to health. So maybe you're telling a part of your story of when you were growing up, that you may have been sick.
Helen.
Helen? Is that your mother's name? Helen, is that the mother's name? Or is that the wife that could have been a wife? I mean, did Alfred have a... Oh.
Keep the secret.
Sometimes I'm also wondering if Helen is a child spirit. I get Helen a couple times, and it's usually when I'm communicating with children. So if it's a child spirit, hi Helen. But if it's Alfred's lady friend that was going to be his soon-to-be wife, I don't know. They don't mention the name. Then hi. Again, I don't think these people that created the page for these people are going to accept my suggestions, but it would be nice to link the spouse that could have been, but help me again.
Help me.
Okay, because I said it twice, I'm just going to put that prayer up and say it in my head. It said pray in my failed attempt too, and I did pray, but I'm going to pray again. Again, yes, I did do a long session, but unfortunately I had to cut it short. So I did say pray. I said the prayer. Now I'm going to say it again. The fact that it keeps saying help me. If it says help me 3 times, it's like the 3 little ones saying help me, and then eventually the third one, help me. Okay? I'm going to say it in my head. Alright, I said it in my head. But you can also read it. I have it up here.
No, not here.
Oh. Interesting how it says no, not here. Like, don't say the prayer here. Oh, wait. Could it be somebody coming in and you're saying, no, not here, you can't come join us? This is a solo session for these 4 unfortunate souls. So if you're not a good spirit, yeah, they're telling you, no, not here. But, yeah, sorry, I said the prayer. So I don't know where I'm supposed to say it, the prayer. Outside? Also, during the failed attempt, they did make a noise after they said, "We'll make a noise." So that was kind of cool. So unfortunately, you will not get that. But just know it was on the usual left corner. And it hasn't been happening since, so I don't think it was the house settling. I think it was them. It wasn't like, I'll make a noise and it was a noise. It was like maybe a minute or two after that. So I do apologize that I had it in that failed attempt. Shadow.
Shadow.
All right. Alfred, are you here still? Okay. Do you know if the little ones that you try to save, are they here too? Possibly. Again, I got cute little toys for them to play with. I got Oogie Boogie Boogie Ghost Stuffy and a little kitty cat stuffy. Or a little bell ball that's on the chair they can knock off. Or you can light up any of those clear balls. Oh.
Martha.
I keep getting random names that aren't tied to this story. Unless, again, I don't know the names of their parents, such as their mothers or the person that he would have wed. That information, there's nothing on the bio. There's no linkage. And, oh, okay.
I'm happy.
Since I said the prayer, did it make you happy? And also maybe you're enjoying the fun little things I have for you, for the little ones. I'm sorry, I don't know who Martha is. There is absolutely no linkage. Look, I guess I can show you. Nothing. Just the pictures of his headstones next to those 3 little ones. That's it. Let me see. Yep, nothing. So to those 3 little ones, if it is one of your mothers, I won't know until after. Oh.
I'm very friendly.
That's good to hear. And so am I. I'm very friendly myself. So I just said I'm very friendly, and I believe these could be, again, all 4 of them. The gentleman and the 3 little ones. So we got, I don't think, okay, I'm just going to say this other name because I've never seen it come through Spirit Talker, okay? So we got one of the little ones, Rebecca. If you're here, you were either between 8 or 9 years old when you unfortunately passed March 16th, 1895 with the other 2 little ones, including the gentleman. If you're here, can you light up anything to confirm? I'll take that as a yes. Boots.
Boots.
Like winter boots? Did the gentleman have winter boots? Or like snow boots? So it just said boots, and it could be a possibility. I mean, they were out where there's a pond, and they could have been out where it was slushy, or, you know. Oh.
Possessed.
Possessed? Did one of the children feel like they got possessed by something, and that's what made them risk their life going on thin ice in the pond? And the 2 followed? Because you guys were playing? So something may have encouraged or possessed one of them? I doubt that, but it's the only thing I can think of if you're really trying to tell me that. Probably not. Probably just random word on there. Okay. So again, we got Alfred and Rebecca. Those two names I know do not seem to be on Spirit Talker. So here again, that's her. Okay. Is there any way you can tell us how you passed away? I mean, that'd be awesome if that comes through, confirms. And if not, I might have to say it towards the end. Percy is also a name. I will not get through this, unfortunately. Percy, hi. I don't know if you're a little one that's a male or like a boy. But Percy, I think you're related to Rebecca. You both have the same last... No, wait, no. Scratch that.
Anarchy.
My bad. I meant to say Percy is actually a sibling to the next one that I'll not say because that name is indeed in this app. Her first and her middle name. So again, Percy, I don't know if you're the brother to this one or sister. But Percy seems like it could be a male name. Are you a boy? Percy. Can you light up a capo? There are also fun toys. Oh, no? Okay. Again, not all the times they're going to utilize the capitals. Let me type in Percy. Yes. So it looks like it is a boy's name. Okay. Kind of like, in the books, Percy Jackson. Yeah, never mind. That makes sense. Just think of that. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure I've seen that name before. All right, and the last one that unfortunately lost her life was the sister. And I can't say her name in case it does come through. It's the only name that I think might come through is this one. Either her first or her middle name. So she was a couple years older than the brother. And she's resting again next to her heroic hero with her other ones.
Yes, I can.
You can. You're going to hopefully say your name. I made it easy, so that way you can focus just on that particular little one to say her name versus having the other three struggle. Because I already said Alfred, who was the gentleman. And then we had Rebecca, who's one of the little ones. I don't know if you were a friend to the, I can actually say the last name, Riley family, or a cousin, or like a family member that wasn't obviously with the same last name. But you were all together, the three of you, in that pond, and something tragically happened where the ice broke through, you fell through, and Mr. Alfred was nearby. Despite him not knowing how to swim, he came down to rescue you. He tied a object around his body and went down to try to pull you out of the water. Unfortunately, as you can see, they didn't make it. Recap, in case you guys need to see that. So, I just recently discovered this story, so I wanted to share the story of these 4 spirits in England that lost their lives on that day. And thank you again, Alfred. You did what you could.
I'm touching your leg.
It could be a little one. Yeah, that could be. I'm gonna back off in case I'm too close to these spirits. Sometimes I get the feeling maybe it's just because I'm a little too close. And that's me trying to get water. And that's my cup making noises. Sorry. So again, we'll see if we get these names. Finger crossing we do. Something that lets me know that they are indeed here. So again, I don't think there is an Alfred, a Rebecca, or a Percy in the Spirit Talker app. That's why I'm going to say it's okay to say their names. Again, that also helps me really communicate to them. So I didn't say universe.
Universe.
I didn't say how they passed away, so they can still say that. I didn't tell the viewers what item was around Mr. Alfred's body. And also I didn't say this young one over here, which was the sister of Percy. Haven't said her name, because I think she might be able to find it in the Spirit Talker app. Fingers crossed. Double fingers crossed if I could.
Follow us ahead.
Could this be something that was said to the little ones after they had passed? Maybe a spirit guide or an angel told them to follow them? That's my theory when it said follow us ahead. It's kind of like residual phrases that they may have remembered hearing or said. So again, if it said follow us ahead, it could have been an angel or a spirit guide trying to assist them after they had passed away. And maybe it's all four of them.
Adam.
Is that the one that helped you? Was there a spirit guide named Adam? Or an angel that was named Adam? And it's funny because, to be honest, I feel bad because I've never seen Adam, the name, come through, and now I am. So maybe Alfred is in there. I just haven't seen it come through. But me saying it multiple times, I would assume that Spirit Talker listened to me and just would spew it. But it hasn't, so. So I don't know if Adam is somebody who assisted them or was there during that day. Unfortunately, the article that was very long, I couldn't fit to show you. I'll have to go back and see if there was an Adam that may have been there, whether it's the last name Adam or a first name. Unfortunately, it is in a, what do you call that thing? An app that'll close out the Spirit Talker, and I can't do that.
Sometimes.
Sometimes it might be a spirit guide named Adam. I'm sure there could be many Adam names in this cemetery, but again, I'm trying to focus on these four spirits solely. So I don't know who Martha is. Oh, okay.
My death was peaceful.
Well, I don't know if this is them, but if this is them, that's good to hear. Is this the little ones and maybe Alfred? So is this Rebecca, Percy, and Percy's sister and Alfred saying that your passing was peaceful? Is there any way you can confirm by tapping the clear cat balls, any of those 4? That'd be cool. I know it's not easy, but it'd be cool. Or you guys go nuts on the EMF meter.
Face.
Are you referring to that you're facing me right now? I don't know what you mean by face. Perhaps it was because that's what they saw, the faces of the little children in the water? Is that what it refers to? That their faces were the things they saw and they knew that something wasn't right?
Here.
Or you're trying to face me here? Trying to show your face here? So it just said here. If you're referring to I'm here and I'm facing you, or trying to show my face, I can't see it. That's why these clear balls, like I said, you just give them a, just like that one.
I've been here 500 years.
Oh. I don't know who that is. I don't think that is them, because it would have been 200. Or less than 200. So again, I just tapped the clear cat ball by Oogie Boogie Woogie. Again, if you want to let me know you are here and you're trying to face me and say hi, thank you for telling us our story.
Top.
Top. Top. Yeah, there is a bunch of cat balls. Ignore those. Those aren't on. If you're referring there's those cat balls, they're not on. These are on.
Drink.
Drink. Oh, you're telling me to take a sip of drink again? They're like, I can hear you're struggling to talk. Drink some more water. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You matter.
Why, thank you. It's going a little bit faster. I think they figured out how to finally get the energy to utilize the Spirit Talker app. So I think I show them how to utilize the clear cat balls. If they don't do it, it's their choice. I'm not trying to force them. I'm just letting them know that that is an option for me to see if they want to confirm by tapping them. Let me know that they're here by tapping them. And just have fun. I mean, this is an unfortunate situation for those little ones. So I'm giving them a chance to play and have fun. And that's kind of probably what they were doing before the incident. They were just hanging out as friends, playing, and then again they fell through the water. And Mr. Alfred tried to save them. On March 16th, 1895. Do a bit of wiggly wobbly on the camera, sorry. Switching hands.
Shit.
Okay. Just saying that. It's funny how I get a lot of cussing words sometimes lately. It's like either the F word or that one. Is that something you may have said, little ones? Like, oh, S word? I mean, that word? When you went down in the water, realizing that the ice was not frozen enough for your body weight and you falling through? Is that a phrase you said before you fell? I can actually picture that. Mm. And as some of the spirits already know, I don't normally do sessions more than 45 minutes to an hour. So it'd be awesome if you can really come through and say your name. I know it might not be easy. There's only one other spirit. I haven't said her name. There's 2 chances. You can either say your first or your middle name. Or how you passed away. Or what item Alfred had around his body, tied around his body. Hmm? Oh, of course.
Alice.
Hi, Alice. If there is an Alice. So again, this always happens to me. Sometimes I get lucky where the names of those that I'm trying to seek come through, and sometimes they just don't. And then the next session I do, for whatever reason, I get these names. I'm like, come on. Even though I didn't say, that one, I might get it. And it's like, really? It's like a really long delayed. Anyways, your middle name starts with an A, but it's not Alice. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
I shouldn't be dead.
No, you shouldn't have been. You were so young. It was a tragedy. And even Mr. Alfred tried to save you 3. But unfortunately, even he was willing to risk his life despite not knowing how to swim. So all 4 of you shouldn't
My
be
body's around here.
in the cemetery, because I just pulled up your page. So yeah. I'm getting dizzy. Are you affecting my head? Is that why I had to take a drink? You were like, she's going to feel a little nausea, a little queasy.
My name is Margaret.
So close to getting names of little ones, but no, I don't have Margaret's. Hi, Margaret. I don't have you in this story. I don't know the middle name of Rebecca, though. I don't know if it was like Rebecca Alice, but probably not. Hold on. That's a good question. I don't think it was, but no. It didn't say their middle name except the one that had a middle name. Okay. I'm going to read the stone for Alfred. Ice.
Ice.
I don't know if I did say the word ice, but yes, you did fall through ice. So you are trying to come through. Yes, it takes a while for them to come through with those specific words. That's why you took my energy, probably. You had to find that exact word for your story. So it just said ice, and it is indeed what they unfortunately were playing on a pond that was frozen over, but it wasn't solid enough. Aww.
Painful.
when you broke through the ice, was it painful because it was cold and chilly in the waters? Like stinging needles? Or, pin and needles? And eventually hyperthermia, which makes you get your temperature increases, which becomes hot, because I got failed attempt with the word hot. Again, I already said the prayer twice. If I have to say it at the end of this and say it for the third time, I will. There's 3 of you. I'll make sure I'll just say it 4 times. So again, I was going to say what was written on or engraved on Alfred's big headstone.
This land is cursed.
Referring to the pond area. So, who lost his life in attempting to rescue the following children, all of whom were D-R-O-W-N-E-D in Plumley Colliery Pond on this day of March 16, 1895. These names I already mentioned, except the first one I haven't said, but I did show you. And then it says, roast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. This stone was erected by the enginemen and firemen association and workmen of that town, and friends of the Eckening and Mossborough, something like that. Of course, I like how they say stay here, because I do have to get going at some point, so they always say stay. So I'm at 42, hold on, 43 minutes in. And we definitely feel like they're coming eventually through. Not all the names that have been through were them, but that's okay. Again, they could be tied to them. There could be a Margaret, a Martha, and Alice that might be the mothers of these kids, or the wife that could have been a wife of Alfred. We don't know. I'd have to do some ancestry tree searching and praying that I actually do find some connection with those names, but I don't think they're going to accept my suggested edits. It'll probably be denied, but it's not saying I can't try, right? Should I try? Should I try searching the 4 of you in Ancestry and seeing if there's a connection with you and your parents, and or remove? Remove the right, you're trying to remove the little ones out of the body. Sorry. You're trying to remove the little ones from the water. Is that what you mean? Oh my god, I'm just like struggling to talk right now. Blah, blah, blah. So Alfred, are you trying to say that you were trying to remove those 3 little ones? Rebecca, Percy, and his sister from the water to remove them? If there's any chance you can, again.
Bang.
Is that what you kind of remember hearing? A loud noise, such as a bang, before you fell through? I mean, I just like, oh, of course.
Joshua.
Is that another sibling, perhaps, in the family? A Joshua? It'd be interesting. Okay, again, it's going to require some work. Something I wasn't planning to do, but, can't hurt to try. It would be nice for them to say, please do that if you can, by lighting up to red at least 3 times, or any of those clear capitals lighting up. If those want me to look up their ancestry tree, where I can try to link their parents, try.
I'm hiding.
Okay. Unless it's a little young child named Joshua that's just playing around with the other 3, and they're playing hide and seek. That could be the case. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if they're going to accept my linkage to the parents. Because he wasn't married, I can't link him to the spouse with his wife because she wasn't married. But I could maybe mention her name. But we'll probably have that thing, oh, and where's your record of that? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I can at least maybe, of course, link his parents. How's that? I can do that. But if it doesn't work through, then bummer. I'm just surprised nobody else has tried to link your family. It's been up there for a while. Let me look at the last time your page was created, Alfred. It was created. Oh, 2020. So 6 years ago, it was created by an anonymous person. And then we have yeah, they were all created on the same day. So if I get denied, it's because anonymous creator of these pages is not accepting my suggestion, even though it might be true. So I might have to prove to them that your parents are that.
Tripod.
Tripod. It also refers to the 3 little ones. Because they're, 3 that passed away. I don't have a tripod. Yes, I know it's shaky. Ah. Sorry. That's just how it rolls. No pun intended. Since you guys kind of mentioned I'm hiding and your children, I don't know if you know this, but I play a game with the children. We call it 4 Corners. One of my viewers suggested it many, many moons ago. Basically, you make a tippity tap, a bang, a knock on any of those 4 corners. And I have to figure out which corner it was. And then once I find out and then say, oh, it was over there. And I either point or tell you. And that means, yep, gotcha. You were found. If you want to play that, do it now. I'm listening. Oh, sorry. Alfred, you can join in too.
Be cautious.
That's exactly what they were told, to be cautious of the thin ice. And then they still went, unfortunately, on the pond, and they fell through. So it is, again, a residual phrase that you remember hearing. Be cautious. It's in one of the articles, I believe, that they mentioned that was said. Unfortunately, again, it's an app that's going to push the spirit talker off, and then everything goes away. So I can't get back to it. I wish I had saved it. Didn't. Sorry. I might try to link it. I don't know. I don't think I can. Oh, no, I can. I can link it. I believe I can link that article. So yeah, I'll link the article and maybe even the obituary or whatever. Not obituary, but the article that I shared. So I'm still listening. You just might have to make a big, loud bang, knock, tap that I have to hear through my talking. Because unfortunately, I will need to end this in 9 minutes-ish. You know. 2 hours later. I'm joking. No, not joking.
Painting size.
So again, not everything in Spirit Dogger is going to be them. It just looks like they were probably playing the Four Corners game and walked away and something got spewed through, because again, I think the app just randomly spews things in a specific time frame. So if the spirits don't use it in time, it just spews random. So again, I think the spirits went and played or tried to gain the energy to make the sounds. That's me drinking. So again, another session where there's no capital activity, but that's okay. That's a good sign sometimes, you know, that just means that when they do go off, it's just a special occasion. And maybe they're just really focusing on the EMF meter and the Spirit Talker app. And during my failed attempt, I did get some interesting words and phrases that also seemed like they were kind of coming through. I mentioned pain, desperate, hot, which sometimes is a feeling you feel.
You are appreciated.
Thank you. Something else I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, there's some. Oh, right. There's a. I'm gonna make a noise, and then I heard the noise shortly after, so that was kind of cool too. And since then, I haven't heard it. And that was like an hour and a half ago. So, to those 3 little ones, including the to the little ones, including the young gentleman, I'm so sorry for your loss of you just wanting to have fun, and then tragedy struck, and then one
little boy around you.
Percy Riley, is that you? Hi, Percy. If this is Percy, can you confirm? It just said little boy around you. Hi. Are you okay? I mean, are you okay? Of course not. We went through so much. Yeah, poor little guy. So, were you playing with your sister and maybe a friend named Rebecca in the water, the pond that was frozen over with ice? And unfortunately, it broke through and you fell through? And you guys struggled because, again, it's icy water, probably very cold. You're young. I don't know if you could swim. But Alfred happened to be nearby and he rushed over.
You're helping me.
I'm glad I'm helping you. And he rushed over, tied an item around his body because he knew he couldn't swim, But he knew he had to do whatever he could to get down there to the pond to reach you, to get your bodies, well, not bodies, but your you guys out of the body water. But as he was trying to get to you, I guess
Joy.
Joy. You're starting to feel joy because me telling your story? Yeah? That's good to hear. So, like I said, I mean, it's not like his heroicness didn't go unnoticed, as you saw in that article. So Alfred's attempt, even though it failed, and 4 people, including himself, did make it that day. It was definitely something that people haven't forgotten. And for you to be resting next to those 3 that you saved says a lot, I think. So I don't know if your lady who would have been your wife, where she's buried. Again, I'd have to do a lot of digging on Ancestry Tree. It's been 6 years since this person created the page, and nothing, just photos, which makes me kind of question, like, why not? Like, something doesn't make sense. But you do have to understand, though, England might not have a good ancestry. So, justice. Interesting.
Justice.
Whoa. I don't know what they mean by justice, but okay. Alfred, are you referring to putting that word, justice? I don't know if this will work. I don't know.
Forgive me.
I don't know why I would need to forgive you. Please don't feel that way. If this is Alfred, are you feeling that because you didn't save them, you feel like you had to say forgive me for not saving him? Please don't feel that way. You did what you could. That's better than nothing. You stepped up. You did what you had to do, despite you not knowing how to swim. And you put all your effort, and sometimes it's just unfortunate that sometimes that happens, where somebody may lose their life trying to save others. And unfortunately, yes, some, they pass away with those that they were trying to save.
You hear us?
Yes-ish. Through the app, I can hear you. EVPs, haven't really heard them. But yes, I hear you. So when you're saying, forgive me, justice, and then again it said little boy, I'm assuming that's referring to Percy. Your sister didn't get to say her name. I got to end this. Unfortunately, it's been an hour. Of course, hi.
My name is Eleanor.
Hi, Eleanor. I'll have to see if you're tied to the family, of those families, of the children, or Alfred. later. All right, again, I can finally say it. So they drowned on that day, March 16th, 1895, all four of them. That would be Rebecca Godson, Percy Riley, Esther Ann Riley, and Alfred Williamson, who was the heroic gentleman that tried to save those three. I'm going to see, again, I just realized anything tied to England. Oh, sorry.
Please stay back.
So, I think ancestry with England stuff could be very foggy, meaning not really there. So it might be hard to find documents, but we'll try. Just like the gentleman trying to save the three little ones, that's all you can do, right? You got to just try. So I'm going to put some effort and give that a go shortly after this. Maybe. We'll see. So thank you for coming in, possibly confirming with a few of the words, especially ice. No capital activity, but that's how things work sometimes. In the sessions, they choose different things to use. And if you didn't know about the story, I think now you do. I'll try my hardest to link the very long article that I guess details what happened on that day, as well as the
Hopeless.
Oh, I'm feeling sad. They're saying hopeless. Don't feel hopeless. I'm going to say a prayer after this for all of you again. Please don't feel hopeless. And then, like I said, a little article about this situation as well. And these three little ones, their Find a Grave page, and of course, Alfred's grave page. Okay? Again, Detective Lazaria just, happened to just stumble upon your story and really wanted to reach out to you, see if you wanted to come through. It took you a while because, again, a failed attempt. There were for sure some things that could have been you, but I just had to cut it. And once I did, I think I did the right choice because you came in stronger. Yes, I didn't get all the names I didn't get into the names, sorry. But maybe those names are tied to them in some way, right? Could be tied to them. I won't know until later. Fingers crossed if they have documents. Yeah. All right. This is Detective Lazaria signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.